So my daughter asked me recently, she said, Mum, do you believe that love is blind? Because we were watching Love is Blind. I like to watch some of these reality shows with them as a kind of teachable moment. We watch things together and sort of like a social anthropological, can I get my words out? Social anthropological study. I'll be like, okay, what do you think is going on there? Why do you think that guy said that? Why do you think the girl said that? How would you have responded in that situation? Kind of like a great, like I said, social anthropological study. My daughter asked me, Mom, do you believe that love is blind? And I said, in what context? She was like, do you think you can fall in love with somebody without ever seeing them? And I was like, yes, to an extent. I do believe that you can actually fall in love with somebody without ever meeting them, with their soul, with their personality, just from constant communication, right? I believe that. However, I think that there is a limit to that love until you guys meet and you interact. And the reason why I said that is that you can be talking to somebody and you guys are kicking it, you getting on this, that, and the other. But I definitely believe in energy. I believe in interaction and I believe in compatibility. I think compatibility is key. Until you meet that person, you interact with them on a series of different occasions. I don't think that that love can expand and grow to be as deep as it needs to be to sustain a lifetime together. And I think that's the reason why we see when we watch shows like Love is Blind, they have this love that they have in the pods where they don't see each other but they talk to each other and they interact every day and they ask these deep meaningful questions and they find common connection. However, very few of those connections are able to be sustained outside in the real world when they meet each other, they interact, they're in different situations and scenarios with each other. Because love untested, I don't really feel that it is the full range of love. If you don't know that person in real life, if you don't know what they're like on holiday, if you don't know what they're like in day-to-day living, do they put their toilet seats up? Do they snore? Do they do that? I just don't think that you can really sustain real, meaningful, lifelong love without physically seeing each other, being around each other, interacting with each other. And she said, but blind people fall in love. And I was like, yes, visually impaired and blind people do fall in love, and it is meaningful and it is deep. When they are together, there's still a level of you have to interact. So it's not so much seeing, not so much just visually seeing each other, but actually interacting